You got the grade. You got the job. You got the relationship you always wanted. And for maybe 1 hour, it felt good. Then something shifted. That quiet voice came back. The one that says it's still not enough. That you are still not enough. If you know that feeling, this video was made for you. Imagine someone, let's call him Alex, successful, put together. The kind of person everyone around him would describe as driven. He studied hard, got a good job, the kind most people his age would envy. And yet, every Sunday evening, Alex sits alone in his apartment, scrolling through other people's lives, feeling this strange, hollow sensation in his chest. Like he's watching everyone else actually live, while he's just performing. Going through the motions of a life that looks right from the outside, but feels empty from the inside. He tells himself, when I get promoted, I'll finally feel okay. He gets promoted. He doesn't feel okay. He finds someone wonderful. He still doesn't feel whole. And the worst part, he can't explain it. He has no logical reason to feel this way, which makes it worse. Because now, he's not just struggling. He's struggling and feeling guilty for struggling. Does any part of that sound familiar? Here's what most people don't understand about this feeling. It's not about achievement. It's not about confidence. It's about something wired into you long before your first exam or first job. Psychologists call it chronic self-insufficiency, a deeply rooted belief that your worth is conditional, that you have to earn the right to feel okay, that happiness exists just past the next milestone. And the painful twist, the harder you chase that feeling of enough, the more you reinforce the belief that you aren't there yet. It's a loop, and it was probably built in childhood. Think about how you were praised as a child. For many people who carry this into adulthood, praise was almost always tied to performance. You got warmth when you achieved. You got attention when you behaved perfectly. You got love, or at least the feeling of love, when you qualified for it. Your developing brain learned one very specific lesson. Achieve equals worthy. Rest equals invisible. Fail equals unlovable. That equation follows you, into your 20s, into your 30s, into every quiet moment when you have to sit with yourself and no one is watching. Neuroscience tells us something important here. When you accomplish a goal, your brain releases a short burst of dopamine. It feels good. But that feeling was never designed to last. Dopamine's whole purpose is to push you toward the next thing. The moment you arrive, it's already scanning the horizon for the next target. So when you reach a milestone and it doesn't feel like enough, that's not a sign something is wrong with you. That's your neurology working exactly as designed. The problem is when that biological drive fuses with a childhood wound that says your worth depends on the outcome. Because then you're not just chasing dopamine, you're chasing proof that you deserve to exist. And no achievement on earth can give you that. This feeling doesn't always look like sadness. From the outside, it often looks like the opposite. It looks like the person who volunteers for every extra project, not because they're passionate, but because saying no feels dangerous. It looks like the student who gets a 94 and immediately focuses on the 6 points lost. It looks like the friend who is always there for everyone, listens, helps, shows up, but never asks for anything in return. Because asking feels like admitting weakness. Here's what changes everything. That belief, the one that says you're not enough, is not a fact. It is a story. A very old story, written by a very young version of you, trying to make sense of a world where love felt like something you had to qualify for. And stories can be rewritten. The first step is separating your worth from your output. If you achieved nothing for the next 6 months, no promotions, no milestones, no external validation of any kind, would you still deserve kindness? Would you still deserve connection? Would you still deserve to take up space in this world? The part of you that hesitates to answer yes, that's the part that needs your attention. The fact that you feel this way is not your weakness. People who carry this wound are among the most empathetic, most thoughtful, most quietly powerful people in any room. They notice everything, they feel deeply, they give generously. The only thing they haven't yet learned to give generously is to themselves. The work is not the next promotion, not the next milestone, not the next version of you that finally has it all together. The work is learning that the version of you sitting here right now, uncertain, tired, still trying, is already worthy of the life you keep postponing until you're enough. You were never broken. You were just taught a story about yourself that was never true. And you can choose, starting today, to stop living inside that story. If this video resonated with you, there's a good chance someone in your life needs to hear it too. Share it with them. Not because they're broken either, but because sometimes we all need someone to remind us. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.